Hey guys, today, number one is this is Dr. Jean-Guy. If we haven't met today, I'd like to talk to you about protein, about meal replacement, about a question that we are being asked frequently in the nutrition department, in the chiropractic department. There's many of you. There's millions of people that are drinking shakes every day. And again, I would like to start by saying, protein powders and meal replacement, they're not all designed to be the same. So you have to start with understanding that sometimes people get really disappointed when they bring what they're taking, and I say to them, I try to be as nice as I can and say, this is not probably the best for you. You should probably finish this up and then be done with it. And the reason why I say this is I just want you to understand where we're coming from. Is if I were to say to you, which one do you think is better, the orange or the glass of orange juice? Obviously, and I would bet that all of you out there probably would say, hey, you know what? The orange is probably more than that, just a glass of orange juice. So in the world of protein powder is the exact same. And so all protein powders or meal replacement are not made the same. So if you understand that to begin with, I like the idea of using real food. And what that means is not using things that are synthetic or man-made the best that we can. So in our office, we are very, very tuned to that, and to make sure that when people are taking stuff, they're taking raw material that you would find in nature, and you're putting that into your body where you can get some benefit, not some synthetic stuff, right? That it all mixed together, it smells good and it tastes good, but yet you don't get any benefit nutritionally. So the nutrition value of something is really important. So today I'm going to share with you, there's 8 different protein and meal replacement that I want to share with you, and I want you to understand them, and we have that in our office, and I want you to understand why we have them and what they do and why you pick one versus the other. So let's begin. I'm going to put my glasses on so you can see that. The first one here I want to show you it's called SP Complete Dairy Free. SP Complete is a meal replacement, and just like it says that it's dairy free, meaning that there's no dairy. They use rice protein in there. So why do we have that? We have that because some people have issues with dairy. So this is SP Complete Dairy Free. SP Complete, it's the reason why it says SP Complete is because this is considered to be a meal replacement, but there's no dairy in it. And there's things like Brussels sprout and green grass and buckwheat, all the stuff that you guys have every day. I'm just joking. I know most people don't, right? It's already in there. So SP Complete Dairy Free. So that's number one. If you're looking for a meal replacement that has no dairy, this is for you right here. This next one here, we have SP Complete. SP Complete is an original. And what that means is originally we only had SP Complete, and this is like a meal replacement, but there's whey protein in it. So whey protein, for some of you, you might not do well with that. The bioavailability of whey protein is wonderful. However, there's some people, they don't do well with whey. So just for you to be aware. So SP Complete is considered to be a meal replacement. So I want you to keep that in mind. When you're having a meal replacement, the number of protein per serving is going to be less. So if you look at here, for 2 rounded tablespoons, right, the number of protein that you will have in this particular one is 10 grams. 10 grams, okay? You get the same thing in this one. Then there's some people, they have designed an SP Complete that's vanilla, it's flavored. So for some of you that might work for you, we're using whey protein in there, but it's flavored and it's vanilla. So that might be something that you might want to think about using. At our house, we use all of them basically for a different reason, and I'll share with that to you at the end. We also have another one, it's called SP Complete, and it's chocolate. Now, the SP Complete Vanilla and Chocolate has a little bit less protein, so if you want to have the same amount of protein, you need to be using more. But at our house, we don't do that. I'll tell you at the end why we don't do that. So here it's 10 grams of protein, but you have to use 4 rounded tablespoons in order to get the same number of grams. Okay, so those are all the meal replacements. So we have 4 of them. We have vanilla, chocolate, we have an SP Complete. We also have SP Complete Dairy Free, which is rice. That's the protein. On this side here to your right, we are using, this is called Veg E Complete Pro. And this is for people that this is organic, This is considered to be gluten-free. And then the other thing that the propriety blend has to do with, there's some pea protein in there, and organic pumpkin seed protein and organic sesame seed protein. So basically this is a type of protein powder that does not have any whey protein in it, and it's flavored with vanilla. So here you have it, it's organic, and it's also gluten-free. We also have another one, it's called Veg E-Chocolate, which is the same as the vanilla, which is some plant protein instead of whey, and then it's flavored with chocolate. And again, at our house, we use multiple of those, and I'll tell you at the end why. Okay, I explained that to you. So we have vanilla, we have chocolate. We also have this thing called Whey Pro Complete. Whey Pro Complete, which was an original, per serving on this one, has more protein. So I want to share that with you. If you have 2 heaping tablespoons, you're going to get 15 grams of protein. So there's more protein per serving. It's gluten-free. And then the propriety blend is non-denatured whey protein. This is really important. Listen to me here, folks. This is really important. Non-denatured whey protein means that when you crank up the heat with protein, what happened is you denature the protein and basically you have no benefit from it. So non-denatured whey protein is really important. The medical literature support that. Okay, and then it says non-denatured whey protein, and then it says from concentrate. So what that means is the whole is always bigger than just the parts. But remember that this is a milk product, so some people might not do well with that. Just so you understand that, right? So this is really important. So here we have vanilla, we have chocolate, we have the regular one. This is the whey protein. This has some protein, but our plant protein. And then here, last but not least, is we have some bone broth. Bone broth has become more popular the past few years. It's everywhere. The reason why people are using bone broth, this is the bone broth is made out of chicken here, right? In this particular one that we have. And the reason for that is because this is the most hypoallergenic protein powder that there is. So if a person is allergic to everything, this is a good one to go with, because the vast majority of people, I've never had anybody having an issues if they have some kind of problems with allergies. So bone broth, you also have vanilla, you also have chocolate, and it's the most hypoallergenic. And per serving on this one, it has 20 some grams of protein, so you have a fair amount of protein. I think it's 22 grams, right, per scoop. So now you got the download on all the different proteins that we have, and the reason why we have that is because there's a purpose. Some people want to have a meal replacement, and that might be you. Some people want to have a meal replacement, but you want to have more protein because you feel like you're hungry. So if you have more protein and more good fat, you're going to have less hunger. So people use the SP Complete and they use the Whey Pro together. Some people, they like to have the SP Complete, the meal replacement, having a fair amount of protein, but they would like to have it flavored. So sometimes at our house, what I do is I use the SP Complete Dairy Free, and I also use some of the vanilla flavor to put them together. So that's an option. So you can have a combination of any one of those or multiple of those together depending what you're looking for. The first question to ask yourself should be what am I looking for? Am I looking for just a protein shake, or am I looking for like a meal replacement? The SP Complete one, those are all meal replacement. And they have things like Brussels sprout, alfalfa, green grass, buckwheat. Again, all the things that you eat every day. Just kidding. I know most people don't. That's the reason why it's in there. Right? So hopefully this was helpful for you to understand the different types of protein, the different types of meal replacement, what they do, and why the quality is important. Right? People pay, you pay. The investment in those protein powder or those meal replacement are for the quality and the concentration. So FYI, hopefully this was helpful, and we will see you soon for more information and education. Take care.